Hey, what's up, guys? John here. So I'm leaving California. I just read in Fortune magazine that Eric Garcetti, the mayor, bans most walking and bans most public transport. Governor Newsom, the governor of California, no indoor and outdoor dining, which we're already now accustomed to, but that's nothing compared to what he has in store for us. He says a 21-day lockdown. Is it me, or do you no longer agree with the actual deadlines? We're still in a 15-day lockdown. This started in March. 9 months later, here we are with a new 21-day period. But this is during the heavy holiday shopping season where most brick and mortar stores make a majority of their revenue, and this floats them for a good chunk of next year. We're going to see some real pain in this market in California, especially the expensive cities like San Francisco and Los Angeles. And I'm sure these trends are going to fall over to places like New York City, which also have very, very common political views. So with this being said, I'm leaving California. I'm going to New Jersey. I'm going there. I'm going to be launching a new company. I'll talk about that now. I might as well. So this new company is going to be buying distressed real estate. What I think is going to be the key opportunity coming forward is going to be affordability. If you look at Blackstone, you look at a lot of these private equity companies, a lot of these billion-dollar home offices that are going out there, these family offices, buying property right now, or really getting ready to start buying. They're all buying a few different things. One is warehouse space because of the transition from brick and mortar stores to e-commerce. So warehouse centers, logistics centers, also you have mobile home parks, trailer parks, and affordable housing, because it's going to be an affordability crisis. So my new company is going to be buying exclusively affordable properties outside of city hubs. One area I'm going to be targeting is just outside of Philadelphia. Philadelphia, it's probably $1,500 to $2,000 a month to rent, a halfway decent place there. But if you cross the Ben Franklin Bridge, the Delaware River right there, there's certain pockets there where you can buy them for between $20,000 and $40,000 full purchase price, $20,000 to $40,000, and they rent for between $1,100 and $1,400. So you think about it like this: property taxes are high in New Jersey, but you think about it like this, probably about $900 to $1,000 per month in net revenue every month that it's rented. And in 36 months, in about 3 years, if you're 90% occupied, meaning you just have one vacancy, 5-6 weeks worth of vacancies per year, you'll get your entire investment back in 3 years. So right now, I believe we're going to see a lot more money being printed throughout 2021. And this is going to deplete the currency. So buying properties in these areas where people are going to be downsizing from their homes in Philadelphia and other adjacent communities, the expensive communities, looking for more affordable housing accommodations. So for me, with no loans and no debt on these properties, I'm much more flexible. I could reduce rents if I have to, and I'll likely increase them because there's going to be more demand for these properties going forward. So this is going to be one real key focus for me with this company is this specifically. And I think I might even do something cool, which I've been thinking about, is where I put cameras on the properties, on the exteriors while they're under construction, and have this linked up to my website so people can go there and literally watch the construction process. They can check in, and if I'm doing a project in California, they can watch it. If I'm doing multiple projects in New Jersey, they can watch it. So I think it'll be really cool, and I'll likely incorporate this into my new company that I'm launching in the next few weeks. There's a couple other really cool aspects to this company that really haven't been done yet, and I'm going to be talking about that later in its own video. But also out there, I'm having a new studio that's going to be made, and this studio is going to be it's going to put me in a position to probably put 2 to 3 times more content out, which has a really big impact on my long-term goal, I'd imagine, which is helping more people get into real estate with real estate investing, because I think the right property, the right asset with the right amount of debt can really change somebody's life over the long term. And that's my goal, to help beginners get into real estate investing. So in addition to that, I have an 11-month-old. He's bouncing off the walls, as he should be. Healthy, happy boy. And I'm taking him on all these metro adventures because it drives him crazy sitting in the apartment or just walk around the property. He needs to be out, he needs to see people and, be active. But now you can't go on the metros, you can't go on the restaurants. Right now what we're doing is there's one little section of LA and Pasadena that enables you to actually go to restaurants. We're taking 3 trains because, the car is not as enjoyable. So we literally take the train. It takes about an hour and 15, hour and 30 minutes to get there. And the same getting back. it's like a half day to go get lunch. It's a real hassle for me personally. It's kind of it's a low value for my time in comparison to the amount of work I could be putting in. I love spending time with him, but taking a 3-4 hour chunk of your day is a really big investment every single day. But I don't feel safe doing it at night given the increased level of crime, and I need him to be outside. So crime's getting really bad in LA, by the way, as well. Imagine this, you put everyone in financial hardship and you cover their face and you start imposing these strict regulations. I don't think it's going to be a recipe for a healthy healthy neighborhood and county. I think it's going to likely equate to more and more increased crime as we continue. And me being here with my wife and infant is probably not the best place for me. Plus, I have more and more support, family support. I have my mom and dad and sister and all these people out there that can help and enable me to be more productive. So I'm going to be doing this, and I'm going to probably be taking this jump in probably the next 2 weeks. I just came back from New Jersey on the after holiday, after Thanksgiving, and it was a great experience. I did a soft move, and now I'm going to be going on December 14th, 15th, and I'm going to be doing the rest of the shipping. I have a sheepdog, and I have another small dog, and I have a Tesla that I have to ship out and a couple other things. I'm going to keep this apartment open. I'm always going to keep this open. I'm not going to rent it, and I'll probably come back here, a weekend every month or a weekend every couple months and enjoy it. And I'm going to keep my eyes peeled. I think there's going to be a ton of opportunity for real estate investing in LA, especially certain areas with a certain strategy because of what the mayor and politicians are doing. They're literally going to decimate certain neighborhoods and offer so much opportunity for people to go in and invest. They act like they care about these communities, but these communities are really going to feel the pinch in the coming 6 months to a year. I think things are going to get a lot worse before they get better. So this is not this is actually, if you want to just remove all the emotion from it, this is a great time to build out a new business model or to scale and expand an existing model to take advantage of a whole new trend of consumer confidence online. So if you're going to launch a new business, you're going to start investing, changing the way that you see the world is going to give you a real big advantage competing, because a lot of other people, for the most part, won't adapt until they're forced to adapt, which will then give you the lead. It will give you the main advantage. So that's what I'm doing now. Big stuff coming, huge investing coming. At the end, with my company, what I intend to do, this is probably a 12 to 18th month plan, accumulate a lot of these properties with no mortgages, and then at the end, do what's called a portfolio loan, where I take a loan out against the portfolio, a very responsible loan, not like an 80% loan to value loan, and recklessly go invest. No, I'll take probably a 30% loan to value or 35% loan to value against these assets and start buying properties in places like Florida. I really do appreciate the way that Florida's handled the shutdown. If you look at their businesses are open, their economy is open. The landlords there are doing a lot better than other states. So that, coupled with the fact that you have no income tax and you have great weather, it makes Florida very attractive for me, especially with a wife and son, where I can go out there and really focus and drive my goals home in a place like Florida. So that's probably like a late 2021 goal, early 2022 goal, but one step at a time. And I'm really, really excited for what's to come. It's just going to be absolutely incredible. But seeing how far rents are dropping so far in LA, it's absolutely it's insane. I would have never expected this. A typical one-bedroom, a really nice one-bedroom apartment would go for about $3,000. Now it's about $2,000. So it dropped 30%. And it's just, I think it's just going to continue this way for the next 6 months to a year, because who in their right mind right now is looking to move to Los Angeles when you can't even walk outside? You can't take the metro. You can't go to a restaurant. You can't go to your office. I mean, this is challenging. I have a couple apartments for rent right now on a project that I just finished, and I'm so selective because I think it's going to be really challenging for most people to make a living if they have to go into an office. The people that work from home, people that are self-sufficient from home, which is not everybody. It's a small group of people. That is someone that you'd ideally like to rent to in an expensive apartment like that. So crazy times, amazing times, great opportunity coming. There's a lot of people out there that aren't so happy and positive about what's going on right now. There's a lot that you could be negative or positive about. I think there's a world of opportunity coming. I think it's a once in a lifetime opportunity to create a great fortune for yourself and your family. So it's great to just remove the negative and focus on the positive, because there's so much positive happening right now. And use everything that you can to your advantage to grow and scale and achieve your dreams. All right, guys, please hit that like button. I'll see you guys next video.